Good morning, good morning. Soribel Martinez here. We are live. Let me make sure that indeed we are live. Um, live. Three tips. Hello, hello. I am live. Let's see. Let's make sure that everybody can see it. Yes. Yes. Hello, hello. Good morning. Soribel Martinez here. I am connecting everywhere, including Instagram. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Let's see who's going to join me. Good morning, Soribel Martinez here. Happy Wednesday. It is the middle of the week. Hello, hello. Let's see who's going to join me really quick. Um, Let's see who's going to join me really quick. Say hello if you are connecting. Where are you connecting from? I am connecting from Connecticut. Hashtag life. Hashtag unbreakable. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? So today we are talking about 3 tips in how we can identify if our mental health is impacting our lives or our businesses. And I'm going to give you those tips real quick. Um, and I hope that it will serve you well. Make sure that you are inviting everyone to come live here and let's talk a little bit about mental health. Um, May, it is the month of mental health awareness, and we want to make sure that we are sharing the tips about mental health and how to improve our mental health. Um, so let me know if you are here. I am here and I am happy to be here. I am so grateful for this day. I am so grateful for you. Share this video. Hashtag live if you are live. Hashtag replay if you are watching the replay. So if you may ask, where are you going, Soribel? Well, I was getting ready to go to get some IV therapy, and boom, Telemundo call. Telemundo call for a short interview about how our finances or financial problems impact our mental health. And that's what I was doing just not too long ago. It's going to be very short. You know how TV works, and it's going to be live on Telemundo at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm always ready, and the reason why I decided to always be ready, because we don't know when the opportunities are going to come to us, and when opportunities come you can't say no to them. And sometimes we are not ready to say yes to the opportunities because we are afraid to make decisions, we are afraid to say yes to opportunities, we are afraid to take the risk. You're afraid to take the risk because you're afraid that something bad is going to happen. You're afraid that it's not going to work. You're afraid about what people are going to think about you. You're afraid. And here's the thing: fear is a normal emotion that we tend to experience in different situations in life. It's a very normal emotion that we need to start normalizing. A lot of times people talk about fear and it's like, this horrible thing that we should be running from. But the truth is that we have to be willing and available to feel the feelings that we feel, right? We cannot allow the emotions to just be like always a problem, but there's always a way to look at things from a different perspective, right? If you are afraid, fear is the normal feeling that we feel when something is going on, whether if it's real or imagined, right? And a lot of times, because we have suffered from trauma, we have suffered from negative experiences. Sometimes our nervous system is very delicate and is very triggered by similar situations or situations that have nothing to do with what happened to you. But if you have experienced those negative things in your life, you may be more susceptible to be more afraid than another person that hasn't had those kind of experiences. So you need to get to know yourself, know your stories, know your history, know where you come from, know what kind of things triggers you, and know when something is not working for you. So that way you are able to easily identify anything that is impacting your personal life and your business. And here's the thing, just because you're a business owner, that doesn't mean that you're not going to suffer from mental health. That doesn't mean that you're not going to experience issues with your emotional health. So thinking that because you are a business owner, it's not going to be something that you may experience in your lifetime is very unrealistic. We all can experience mental health difficulties at any given time. I mean, think about this whole situation with the pandemic and COVID, right? Can you imagine the isolation that being in this crisis have caused people? Some people have lost their businesses, some people lost their job, some people lost family members, right? There's medical providers that had to deal with the trauma of seeing people die every single minute, right? So those things, those experiences can cause symptoms of depression, anxiety. You may experience isolation. You may feel a deep sense of sadness. You may feel stress, overwhelmed. You may feel very worried and concerned about yourself, about your family. It may impact your patterns of sleep. Maybe you're not sleeping enough. Maybe you're sleeping too much. Maybe you're not eating enough. Maybe you're eating too much, right? So maybe you are irritable, maybe you're feeling angry because there's a lot of things going on in the world that is happening and it's impacting you, it's impacting your family, it's impacting your business, it's impacting the way that you show up in your life, right? So let's normalize these feelings can happen to anyone. We are human. Stop demonizing things and thinking that everything is bad and is horrible. Well, I would be concerned if you lost your family members, if you lost your job, if you lost your business, if you're not making enough money, if you can't pay your mortgage, if you can't pay your rent, if you can't pay your car, if your kids are sick and you have no emotions, right? That is not real. The reality is that when we experience negative things, we also experience negative feelings. And one tip that I can give you to identify if your mental health is impacting your life and your business is that you begin to notice a change in your behavior. Start noticing a change in your behaviors. And when I talk about notice a change in your behavior, you also need to pay attention and how are you thinking about situations? What is your perspective about the crisis? What is your perspective about the pandemic? What is your perspective about losing your job? What is the perspective about losing an important family member, friends, right? People lost people in the community. I was just talking to a client who lost a member in the community by suicide, right? And now she has to support the wife. She's supporting the children and she's feeling the feelings of grief and loss, right? So we need to normalize these feelings and we have to be able to honor them. And the way that we honor these feelings is by being aware, right? Becoming aware of your feelings, becoming aware of what is going on with you, of the changes in your mood, the changes in your behaviors, the changes in your thought pattern. If you're a person that is usually very positive and then you find yourself thinking very negative, right? And you feel like you can't get out of this funk, find a therapist. There's nothing wrong with having a therapist. I will say find a therapist and not a life coach because life coaches do not have the credentials and they do not have the capacity to treat mental health issues. And over time, if you don't address this issue, they can turn into something worse. The symptoms can get bigger, the mental health difficulties can get bigger, and it can impact your relationships in a major way, and it can also impact your business. So you may ask me, sorry, about how can my mental health impact my business? Well, you are your business. You are your brand. You are the person in your career that shows up every day at your job, at your work. You are the person that's writing the book. You are the person that is the coach. You are the person that is the mentor. You are the person who is leading. You are the leader. You are the one helping other people, right? You are the one managing your employees. You are the one that is showing up every single day. So if you're feeling a certain kind of way, sad, depressed, anxious, worried, concerned, you can't sleep, you're irritable, it's going to impact the way that you show up in your business, and it's going to impact the way that you manage your business, and it's going to impact the way that you impact the world in a positive way. So this is why it's so important that we have a self-care practice. And I'm not talking about doing our hair and doing our nails. That is a given. You should be doing your hair and your nails and feeling good about yourself. I'm talking about having a self-care practice that include mental health services, having a counselor, having a counselor, having a coach, having support, having family members, having your friends, having your family, whoever is supporting you, to listen to you when you need to be listened to. So don't shy away from talking about what's going on with you. I quite often find business owners that say, well, I don't like telling people how I feel. I don't like talking about my problems. I was taught in my family that the problems that stay in the family. Well, that's keeping secrets. And when we keep secrets, what happens is that we don't give ourselves permission to deal with whatever it is that's going on with us. And we want to normalize talking about healthcare, mental health, emotional health. When we're struggling, we have to normalize it, because then what happens is we hear in the news, so and so committed suicide. Oh my God, that person looked perfect. Because maybe that person was not talking about what was going on with them, because they knew that they were going to be judged by society. So let's break that idea that we need to keep our thoughts and how we feel to ourselves. Now, give me a number one if you have ever had to support someone who's dealing with depression, with anxiety, with sadness, maybe postpartum depression, maybe anxiety, maybe bipolar disorder, maybe a personality issue. These are things that are real. Yes, yes. I mean, give me a number two if you have had to deal with people who have committed suicide. Maybe it's not a family member. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe somebody that you know in the community, right? Do you know anyone? Because I do. I have lost clients to suicide. I have lost community members to suicide, right? And they never went and got the help that they needed because they felt judged. They felt like they couldn't say anything about it. So give me a number two if you have known anyone who have committed suicide personally. And sometimes it hits you, right? It's like, oh my God, I didn't know that that person was going through it. Or, oh my God, yeah, that person was going through depression, but I didn't know it was that serious. Because we are not normalizing talking about these issues. So look at the change in your behaviors and in the behaviors of the other people around you. Another thing, a good tip to identify if you're dealing with mental health is that be aware of your own feelings, right? Not just your behaviors, but your own feeling. How are you feeling every single day? Do you want to stay in bed all the time and you cannot get out of bed? You have to do all those things at home, but you don't have the energy to get it done. You're not motivated to get it done. You want to grow your business. You want to get to the next level in your career, but you can't do it. Even though you want to, you can't because you don't have the energy to get it done. It could be mental health. So instead of suffering alone, why don't you find a professional that can help you do that? And in my business coaching, the reason why I add professional development personal development is because I know that we all have experienced some level of sadness or grief or loss, and we have to heal. Like everybody needs healing. Like stop thinking like you're perfect. Nobody lives is perfect. We all have some level of psychological difficulties because we grew up in an environment that's not perfect. We grew up with parents that are not perfect. We grew up with circumstances and situations that hurt us. So we need to be honest and we have to be willing to do the work. And this is why I created the Unbreakable course. I created the Unbreakable course because it does two things. One, it helps you develop personally so you can heal those areas in your life that is impacting your personal life and your business. And then I teach my curriculum on the multi-million dollar private practice framework where I give you the 8 pillars of business success so you can learn how to build a strong, solid foundation in your business so you can grow and you can scale, right? Because you cannot add extra floors to a house that doesn't have a solid foundation. It's going to crumble down. It's going to break. It's not going to work. So, if you have not yet registered for the Unbreakable course, I invite you to register because in that course, I'm going to give you, I'm going to teach you my curriculum, my processes, my frameworks that I utilize to help my clients become resilient, become stronger, being able to overcome issues in their business. I will help. I'm going to help you heal from situations that have been holding you back to move forward in your business. So don't think that trauma that you suffer in childhood is not impacting your business, because it is. If you are not assertive, if you don't have confidence, if you don't have faith in yourself, there is a reason why you're showing up like that in your business. So I want to teach you my processes, my frameworks, and all the tools and strategies that I utilize with my one-to-one clients. I'm going to be teaching you that in the Unbreakable course. The Unbreakable course is an 8-week course where we work every single week to help you go deep in those areas that you have not yet looked at. Or maybe you have looked at, but you know that you need deeper healing and you need deeper understanding and you want to heal yourself and you want to learn the tools and the strategies that can get you to the next level. Okay, so go to becomeunbreakable.com course, and I'm going to have my team share that link over here in Instagram and Facebook, everywhere, so you guys can go and learn more about the course. Because the truth is that even though you are a business owner, you are still human. You have relationships, you have trauma, you have negative experience that you have dealt with, you have other issues that are impacting you. And I want to make sure that you have the tools and the strategies so you can become resilient. You don't need to be a superwoman. You don't need to be a superman. You need to become resilient. You need to have the tools and the strategies that will help you be resilient. So when the issues come, when the issues are, when the struggles are there, you know what tools to use. Just like a doctor, just like a mechanic, just like anybody else, you can pull your toolbox and you can utilize the tools so you can heal, so you can feel better, so you can develop stronger muscles, emotional muscles. So there you go. My team just shared the link. It is becomeunbreakablebook.com/course. The price will be increasing this Friday. The course is $14.97. If you pay in full, there is a bonus available to you if you pay in full. If you pay in payments, we have payments available. We have 9 payments available. That is going to be removed this Friday. The 9 payments is going to get removed this Friday. So if I were you, I will go look at it and register today. By the way, if you register by the end of the night, I have a very special surprise for you. A very special surprise for you. If you register by the end of the night, by 11 12:59 p.m. tonight, you get a special bonus. If you want to know what that bonus is, you send me a private message and I'll let you know what it's going to be. The last tip is that to identify if your mental health is affecting your life and your business, ask the people around you. They know if there's a difference in your character and your behaviors and how the results that you are creating in your life and in your business. If you were making this amount of money and now you're not making enough, or maybe you were building your team and now your team is falling apart. Inquire, get feedback from the people around you. Ask the people that really love you and they're going to be honest with you about it. Because what happens is, like, a lot of time we like to ask people that are not don't have the best interest in mind for us. Ask the people that are going to be honest and they're going to be good friends. You see, a good friend is not a friend that is going to tell you what you want to hear all the time. A good friend, a good coach, a good therapist is going to be transparent, is going to be honest with you, right? Because it is important that you get the feedback from the people around you. If you are noticing something in yourself, but you also hear people saying, commenting to you, or saying something to you about your behaviors, about how you've been acting, how you've been relating to others, it's good that you pay attention to that. Don't let mental health to destroy you when there are tools and strategies that you can gain and have so you can deal with it, like meditation, journaling, reading a good book. For example, I have the Unbreakable book right here. The Unbreakable book, right? It teaches you how to be resilient. I also give you the tools and strategies that you can utilize, but also I even give you journaling prompts that you can use to get deep into the process, into analyzing, into evaluating yourself, into understanding what's going on with you. Show up in your business. But remember that you are only going to show up in the way that you are currently functioning. If your function is being impacted, you need to address it. Don't be embarrassed with it. Find a good therapist. We all have issues, relationship problems, difficulties that we need to address. And being afraid to address them is only going to take away from you. So, what I'm going to do is you have the link, go to the link, register by tonight so you can get that extra bonus. If you want to know what the bonus is, send me a private message and I will let you know what it is. The price is going to go up this Friday. It's going to go up. So you either do it now or do it later. That depends on you. Eventually, the course is going to sell for $3,000 on my website. If I were you, I'd take it now at $1,497. This course is full of strategies for you to be resilient in your life and in your business. And I'm going to teach you what you need to know to either start, grow, or scale your private practice. So if you're in business, it will be good for you to make sure that you have the foundational pieces to build a business. Business, business model, business structure, business mindset, business finances, um, business planning, business systems and support. I'm going to teach you all the things that you need so you can become successful. But remember, in order to be successful in your career and your business, you have to be successful personally too. You have to work on yourself because yourself and your behaviors and your actions are impacting the results in your business. Alrighty, guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go do some ID therapy. Yes, because self-care is important. Self-care is important. Self-care is important. Having your coach, taking a course, going for IB therapy, going for to exercise, go to all the things that you need to feel good, to fulfill your purpose. You need to work on it. We need to work on it. So I'm going to see you soon. Besitos, besitos. Adios. Let me know if you have any questions. Ciao.